Hi guys. Hello. So yesterday my mic was a bit patchy, so I'm changing mics. Hopefully that'll solve it. My shoulders today. Hope you can hear on my iPad. Shoulders today. Now the method that we're going to do and work with those timings. We're going to keep the burpees the same. Now the method that we're going to do. Perfect. Don't know what was going on with it yesterday. So we need medium weight because it's like minimum rest, like high intensity. We can't go too heavy. So I've got the 8s, I've got 4s, and then I'm going to bring out the 2s and the 3s. Oh, starting to feel it a wee bit in my legs from yesterday's session. So we've got lateral raises, we've got front raises, we've got bicep curls. I do like putting in some bicep curls when we're working. And also, a lot of them are going to be seated. If you struggle, you can go into a standing position. Can you see everything okay? I've only had a coffee this morning, so this is fasted because I ate quite late last night. It's being a greedy bastard. I've started to manage stress with food a wee bit, so that's a habit that I need to work to break. A lot of the times you can overeat when you don't get enough water. Right, let's get in a couple of warm-up exercises. So nice and easy, high upright row. So soft knees, core engaged, high grey wolf. I need a Scottish boyfriend. I've got a Scottish boyfriend. And think about the shoulder blades at the back touching each other. Hi legend, how are you? Just getting ready for bed, but found out you found your scrolling. What time is it there? Where are you? So just warming up. Then a shoulder press. So these are just fours. Make sure you're not pushing your neck forward. It's back, chest proud. Feel a warm sensation. We're going to do that set again to warm up. Like I said, this is cardio, like we're keeping the burpees, timings, but the rest are going to be like shoulder and biceps. It's only 10:15, but I woke at 5:30. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, 4:15, because a bird flew into my window. I thought it was the window in my bedroom because it was really loud, and I was like, I can't see a dead bird or anything. And it's in here, it's in the living room, so it must have like flew and whacked itself with the window, poor thing. It's like a little sparrow. So another set of those, so upright row. Chest proud. Moving the upper back, the shoulder blades. Morning guys, welcome to my live. Just warming up before we get into HIIT training for shoulders. I'm going to add in some cardio as well. So the exercises that aren't burpees, we're going to make them shoulder or bicep exercises. I just like working biceps, so plus the posterior delt works as a stability muscle as you're doing biceps, so you could say that. So we've got shoulder press seated, so we're not going too heavy today. So we've got 8 kilograms, 4, and then I've got 2s and 1s here. Sorry, 3s and 2s. We've got lateral raises, front raises, bicep curls, Arnold press. Those are my own exercises, and the rest are going to be filled in with burpees. That's crazy. Even on my days off, I get up at 5:30. I'm a creature of habit. Yeah, I get up at 5:30. This morning I got up at 5:30. I do like to get up at 5 a.m. in the summer, but I probably got out of that habit this year because the kids have been going to bed so late at night, so I feel like I'm getting robbed, you know, if I get up at 5 a.m. But I do love having a bit of time to myself.
Your workout will begin in 20 seconds. Round 1.
Okay, so the exercises that we do, we're doing 3 times with harder work rest timings. So it'll be shoulder press to start. So we worked legs yesterday if you joined on. So sit your shoulder press. Oh, make sure you start your Fitbit, I forgot. 3 all the way up, all the way down. So this is like a medium to lightweight for me. 8 kilogram now. Used to be quite heavy, but that's pure strong these days. Cores engaged, back flat against the rest. So as many as you can with good technique. Start your Fitbit. Then we go over to upright row, standing. So same way, my hands are slippy, I've got cream on them. Alright Leanne, it was nice chatting. Have a good sleep, legend. Chest proud, cores engaged. Coming down with control. The wrists and grip are nice and relaxed. It's the elbows that are driving the movement. And you're only going to midline of the chest, roughly. Morning guys. Thanks for the like. Then I'm going to throw in some burpees. Just make sure you can see my mat. So chest to floor. Morning. Try and not knock myself out on my bench. Just get the heart rate up. I can't get my chest to floor because the mic's in the way. I don't want to squash it and cause problems again. So as many as you can. You can really feel your shoulders continue to burn. There we go. Same again, those exercises. Hi guys. Grab a drink, recover. Shoulder press seated next. As many as you can with good technique. Back flat. Neck relaxed. Cores engaged. You can drop to a lighter weight if you're fatiguing. Great strength's going already. I've got cream on my hands. Gets the heart rate up. So we're coming from them burpees. High elbows, upright row. Hitting the shoulders. Morning guys. If you're motivated and educated on all things health and fitness, like and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram, link in bio, where you'll see a lot of my content. I'm always posting to stories to motivate you. Good. Burpees. I'm going to do it on this side. I forgot about the 180 before. Challenges the knee stability. As many as you can. You can step in and out, you don't have to jump. Grab your breath back. Grab a drink. Deep breaths. Last seated shoulder press. Then we're moving on to round 2. Deep breaths. Get that oxygen in, then working muscles. Let's go. Oh, it's warm. I have to open that door. I'm dropping the weight. Please don't made it that far. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. If you need motivation for exercise. Thanks for working with me. Appreciate the support. Likes are free, guys. Building shoulder muscles. Actually annihilating them. The stimulus. Burpees next. I'm going to open that door. burpees. It's raining. Finishing round 1. Haha. Well done. Round 1 finished. Grab a drink. 3 new exercises. So we need to go light here. We've got lateral raises, and then frontal raise, and then burpees. Lateral raise, chest proud. Seated takes the back out of the equation. If you're struggling, want to make it easier, they're dead my shoulders already. Then stand up. Don't go higher than shoulder height. We're going to go under grip front raise to hit the biceps as well. Thanks, work with me, appreciate it. Under grip front raise, shoulder height, a small bend in the elbow. So we're hitting the front of the shoulder here, a little bit of the pec muscle and bicep. Ooh. I'm on Instagram, guys, so if you're in daily motivation, come and follow me on there. Link is in my bio. Oh, that's better, that weight's definitely more suitable. Single arm burpee, this is going to destroy my shoulder. Morning, guys, welcome to my life. As I die, you don't have to do single arm, you can just do normal. But think of the shoulder strength and stability that's needed in that shoulder girdle to perform single arm burpees, right? That's why they're in. Just getting ourselves out of breath, challenging the cardio. I'm answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning as I go. Thanks for the likes and subscribes. Round 2 out of 2. It's at round 2. Deep breaths, heart's pounding. So with my wee 2 kilogram dumbbells, high elbows. So you can stand up to make it a wee bit easier. Surrounded by dumbbells, okay. If it's burning, it's working. Shoulders down, away from ears. Oh, they're on fire. To hit the biceps and front shoulder, under grip front raise next. Don't go higher than your shoulder because you get tight neck. I like to point them in a wee bit. It helps the contraction of the muscles. Deep breaths as you're working. It's okay to be out of breath. Just feel it. Feel your heart and your lungs working to good capacity. Where's the burning? That's where you're stimulating the muscles to grow if you get your protein. Good. Single arm burpees next. Sweating, man. Morning, guys. Welcome to my live. You don't have to do single arm burpees. You don't have to jump out like me. You can step out. That's where your cardio is challenged on the jumps. Just take your time. Just do what you can. Finishing round 2 out of the 3 on round 2. Grab a drink. Oh, thanks, Eddie. Last time I do these 3 exercises, my shoulders are on fire. Lateral raises, again, you can stand up to make it a wee bit easier. Count of 1 up. Slow and control coming down if you've got the strength to. Oh, it is warm. Alexa, what degrees is it today?
Currently, in Glasgow, it's 13 degrees Celsius.
Feels warmer than that.
You can expect more of the
Under grip.
today, with a high of 17 degrees and a low of 12 degrees.
Raining. Oh, as my toddler would say, nin. So a small bend in the elbows to start bringing those biceps into the party. Thanks for the likes, guys. Really appreciate it. Love a like and subscribe if you're needing fitness education and motivation. I'm also on Instagram, link in my bio for a lot more content. Let's finish round 2. Burpees. Oh, just take your time. Do what you can. Try not to stop. Good. Rest. Grab a drink. Round 2 done. Now on to the final round. Then there's a finisher. I'm not monetized yet. About 1,000 watch hours off. Close, getting there. So, bicep curls, whatever bicep curls you can do. Starting with the forwards. Sweating. I'm hoping to have monetized by late September. So I'm a personal trainer, online coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. So if you've got any questions, comment below. Whew. Arnold press next. I'm going in with the forwards. I like to keep my elbows up for Arnold press to challenge the stability of the back. So I'm not coming all the way down. It's like an isometric as well. Small movement. Neck back. Oh. Last exercise is a burner for the biceps and carrying items, so it's really functional. So shoulders back, chest proud. This is your starting position. External rotations. Really functional. You know, if you're carrying heavy kids all day. Oh, I really feel this in the posterior delt. You can do this with a resistance band for rotator cuff rehab and strength, FYI. But this isn't for that. Thanks for likes. Oh, at least it's not cardio. It does do a lot actually. No resistance. I'm holding dumbbells, okay? Bicep curls next. Less information. If you were listening to what I just said, you'd have had some education there. If you don't like it, keep scrolling. Deep breaths. Bicep curls. We bicep around this. With fatigued shoulders. I like to bring in a rotation with the wrist. Arnold press. Okay, my Arnold press, stay here. We don't come all the way down because we challenge the posterior. Deep breaths. Getting in a good movement, trying to keep those muscles connected. Relax the neck. It's a small movement, but powerful. Thanks, Noel. External rotations next. So if you carry kids and heavy packages all day, apparently this is no resistance, so that we finally said in front. Why am I finding it so difficult then? So like I said, this isn't a rotator cuff rehab. You need a resistance band for that. I think that's what he's trying to say. But we're challenging the biceps here. This is most of the activity you do. You know, if you carry kids, you're constantly holding items, and children need to have a good amount of strength for that position, right? I'm going to do that once more, then move on to the finisher, which is hell. Oh man, my shoulders. Bicep curls. Last ones. These are a lightweight for me, but that's fine at this point. Coming down with control. A lot of guys I see bringing their elbows up when they go too heavy. Elbows should remain fixed. Just your forearm that's moving, along with your wrist if you're bringing in this oscillation. Deep breaths. Morning guys, welcome to my live Arnold press variation before anyone starts. So you're not coming all the way down, keeping them elbows up. Small exercise movement pattern, but highly effective. Really good for posture. Get them elbows over your head. Deep breaths. Smashing shoulders this morning. I'd love a like and subscribe if you want an education and motivation on all things health and fitness. External rotations for carrying heavy kids all day and items. If you do a lot of lifting, this is really functional for you. Hitting the biceps. Burns like a bitch. You do feel it on the posterior delt, so you can see I'm keeping my elbows tucked in the right angle in the arm. Deep breaths. Oh. Round 3 done. Now we're on to the finisher, which is all exercises back to back with random work rest timing. So I'm answering any questions. I'm in Scotland. I'm answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss, toning. I'm a personal trainer of 12 years, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. Shoulder press. Ooh, I'm feeling that. I'm going to drop that weight. Remember, be sensible. You don't want to get injured. Specialise in back pain, nutrition, injury rehab. So if you want in motivation and education, head over to my Instagram, link in bio. Then we're going over to upright row. I'm posting out to 2 young girls as well, so if you need help, if you're a mother and you're struggling to fit it all in, follow this account. Your health depends on it. Best advice for bicep tendonitis. This can be quite common, the tendon in the bicep getting inflamed due to heavy lifting. So what I would do first, go and see a physio. And you can also Google these exercises. But lay off, if you're doing, are you in the gym? I need a bit more context. Are you getting enough protein? Burpees next. But go light in your bicep movements with a variety of grip. But usually it's from going too heavy at the gym. But if you don't train at the gym and you are a manual labourer, you might have done it through there. So I just need a bit more context. When you get able to rest your bicep, or do you use it every day? Nah, I knew he was going to do that. Lateral raises next. Thanks, Eddie. Lateral raise. Chest proud. I'm going to stand up and use a bit more of my back now for... Leave that comment in the morning. Strangely, it happened on leg day. Hi, Abby. Front raise. I'm standing up to use the back to assist. 1 second, bad boy. I'll B-boy even. Let me just catch my breath back. That's really common though. It sounds like it's the straw that broke the camel's back. Obviously with grip strength. You need like that bicep tendon. Then we'll go to lateral raises. Oh, he threw in another burpee. So it happened at the gym. Yeah, it's usually the straw that broke the camel's back, going too heavy with bicep curling. So think about resistance band exercise, leaving some reps in reserve. Burpees again. Yes, I wanted to say something. Oh, using a traffic light system for your pain. So you can, if you're trying to rehab, you can have a bit of pain in the area, as long as it's not going to red. There's in a traffic light warning system. But think about getting blood flow to the tendon. Bicep curls. The tendons are very slow to recover and repair because there's not much blood flow compared to muscle. What do your upper workouts look like? Arnold press next. Leanne, can you please show me the B stand set? I tried doing it yesterday. I don't think I was doing it properly. Yeah, sure. I'll finish this session. Arnold press. And then we'll show you the B stands. B stands deadlift's really good if you're trying to build the glutes and knee strength, but you suffer from a bit of knee pain or discomfort. It's good for that. There's less load. External rotations. Hi guys. External rotations. Just going to block a few wee jealous fannies. Right. Chest proud. Deep breaths. So I'm a personal trainer, online coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. Specialise in back pain, injury rehab, fat loss for females, postnatal to 2 young girls, ages 5 and 2. So if you need any advice, if you're struggling with anything, come and follow me on Instagram. I've got loads of stories and content on there to help you. And if you can also give me a message if you want something more specific. 8. Let's finish it. Deep breaths, let it burn. Oh. My shoulders are dead.
Congratulations. You've now completed workout.
My shoulders are absolutely dead. Right, B stance. Let me move some of these. Right, B stance deadlift. Think of it as like a single leg deadlift, but without having to fanny about with your, with your balance. There's a lot to concentrate on. So when I'm trying to teach this in clients, they go far too wide in length. It's like less than half of a lunge position, right? So I'll show you from the front and from the side. So the load, you can do it without weight to get used to the movement pattern. So the load is on the front leg, okay? And then this is just a kickstand. So you've got 10% of your body weight on the back and 90 on the front. So you need a good bend in the knee and the hip. So there's RDL, B stance, as you know, Abby, and there's also regular. So if you're wanting to work the quad, knee strength, and glute, you want a good bend in the knee and the hip. So push them hips back, chest stays proud. This doesn't matter how much it's bending because there's hardly any weight on it. Weight in the front heel and squeeze up with that front glute, that bum cheek. So I'll show you from the side. So don't go too far back. Hips back first, chest proud, and that's your lowest position. Squeezing up with the glute. What makes you think that you weren't doing it right, Abby? So I thought you'd practice them more than I. It's quite a new exercise I've been introduced to this year. But if you are someone who struggles building your glutes, definitely get good at the skill of B-stance deadlifts. There's nowhere for the glute to hide. And combining it with other glute exercises like single leg glute bridge and donkey kicks donkey kicks aren't great for building muscle in the glute, but what they are good for is connecting to the glute before you go into the exercises. Donkey kicks are also a great exercise to rehab back pain and get rid of sciatica. Does anyone struggle with sciatica? Very fit 52. Thanks, B-boy. Thanks a lot. Morning, guys. Welcome to my live. I'm just going to stretch off. Smashed our shoulders today, it's fair to say. Didn't feel them in my glutes no matter how many reps. What is it you do for a job, Abby? Because I know that you're quite young, so need to fix this. Right, so you need to, if you don't feel glute exercises in your glutes, in your bum, and you have a seated job, or you drive a lot, or you've had children, you can get something called sleepy glutes, so when I was pregnant, with your big belly, you push forward, so you get like hip flexors can become weak, and your glutes switch off, right? And they can become very hard to connect to. So that's why I do a lot of unilateral exercises when I'm trying to work legs. I think I was letting my weight shift to my other B leg, right? Other back leg. I think that's probably it. I'd start with a light weight and really over-exaggerate that butt squeeze as you are thrusting up with that leg. Even like put less than 10% in, you know, it's just floating. So it's more of a single leg deadlift. But you need to find the exercises that work for you. So when I was postnatal, donkey kicks are really good to wake up the glutes. So maybe do donkey kicks first, Abby, and then go into B-stance deadlift, single leg deadlifts, single leg glute bridge, heel elevated split squat, lunges. I find are really effective, heavy walking lunges, because especially if you're stepping over. So, you know, when you're doing heavy lunges, coming right up and over, and the plyo, like not having a rest, going straight into it, is really good for the glute. We've got 3 glute muscles: gluteus max, minimus, and medius. They all do slightly different roles. Gluteus max is the strongest muscle in the body, so it does usually need hammered with weight, providing you're doing the technique okay. And the glute muscles are stabilizing muscles as well. So if you challenge stability, heel elevated, you know, having this on a bench and coming down, you're forcing the glute to kick in. Remember to warm up with some lunges. Yes, that can make all the difference. You know, it can really affect how effective your warm up is. Your whole workout, if you're able to effectively warm up the muscle that you're trying to work. Right, guys, love yous and leave yous. Thanks for joining in. You can find me on Instagram, link in my bio. Like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss me. I go live quite regularly, like 5 times a week, and I answer health and fitness advice, no bullshit. I am science-based from my courses, not from the internet, and I'm not trying to sell you anything.